Thank you very much, and thank you for having me. So I'm Adesuwa Okunbo Rhodes, the founder of Aruwa Capital Management. We're an intentional early-stage growth equity and gender lens fund, and we invest in female-led, female-focused, and female-founded businesses. And we've really seen the untapped potential of women through the success stories that we've seen in our portfolio. So Fund 1 was a $20 million fund that was a 2019 vintage. We've invested in 11 companies. 73% of those companies are female-led and female-founded. And we've been able to see, since investment to the end of last year, a 22x revenue growth in these companies. We've also been able to see significant valuation uplifts when larger investors have come into our businesses. So in over half of our businesses, we've been able to mobilize capital from larger private equity and larger strategic investors. We've seen on average a 7x valuation uplift. And I think it's no coincidence that we're able to see this type of revenue growth, we're able to see this type of increase in valuation because we have an intentional gender lens strategy. We think that there is a huge economic potential of women in Africa. Women make up half of the population. We have the highest rate of female entrepreneurship in the world. We have a $1 trillion informal economy that is mainly dominated by women. So we really want to be investing in the businesses that are providing essential goods and services to this untapped economic force. And we've seen that through our gender lens investing approach, we're able to have very strong financial success, but we're also able to have really meaningful social impact as well because of the role that women play. So with Fund 1, we're supporting over 200,000 indirect and direct jobs. And we've also been able to see, on average, about $98 million of revenue being created in our value chain that is helping to improve people's lives in the value chain as well. So with our gender lens investing strategy, we're very proud to say that we have now proved and validated that gender lens investing strategy that we embarked on using research from McKinsey and BCG as kind of our guide. But now with Fund 1, having proven and validated the strategy, as we go into our second fund, we're glad to have success stories with real tangible examples of businesses in Nigeria and Ghana. No, thank you. And we're very glad to be celebrating this week, having reached 90% of our Fund 2 targeted fundraise. But it's definitely been a journey. It's taken us 10 years to get here. I started fundraising for an African fund in 2015 with a previous fund. So it's been a journey of resilience. It's been a journey of resourcefulness, but very grateful to God that we're here. But some of the lessons that we've learned is, as a fund manager, transparency in communication is so important. So through our Fund 1 journey, in good times, in bad times, we were very, very honest and upfront in communication with our LPs. And I think that's why with Fund 2, we were able to get to a first close of 20 million with 82% re-ups from investors in Fund 1. So I think I've learned that honesty and transparency and communication with your LPs, where you give them regular updates, whether it's good times, whether it's bad times, LPs really respect that, and it helps you to build trust, and it helps you to build a relationship with LPs that would continue to back you in subsequent funds. Another lesson that I've learned is that it's very good to be true to your investment strategy. Because I think we see sometimes fund managers style drift and they're not very, very intentional with their investment strategy. So with us, we have a very, very clear, intentional gender lens strategy. We've seen that it's worked with Fund 1. We've been very, very intentional about communicating the successes and really proposing this as a value proposition to our LPs. And this has resonated with our LPs in Fund 1 that followed us, but it's also resonated with new LPs where we've been able to onboard for the first time DFIs into Aruwa Capital through our Fund 2. So I think that alignment and intentionality around your investment strategy and being true to it has also paid off in Fund 2 as well. No, I think AVCA is so important. We look forward to the AVCA conference every year. This is really the conference of the year where all the players and stakeholders in the African venture capital and private equity industry are coming together, whether it's the DFIs, whether it's the pension funds, the GPs, the entrepreneurs, where we can really come together as an ecosystem and really talk about the challenges that we face, but also the opportunities. How can we collaborate? How can we come together to solve the problems that we know are true in this industry? Whether it's talking about how we exit to each other, whether it's talking about how we mobilize local capital pools, whether it's talking about how we are able to take inspiration from Alhaji Dangote that came to speak to us today, or whether it's hearing from the Minister of Trade and Investment about the policy she's putting in place to make this a more investor-friendly country to invest in. So this is definitely a gathering that we look forward to every year. And we're very grateful to AVCA to coming to Lagos. Lagos is my home, so I'm glad I didn't have to travel anywhere this year. But it's been a really great conference. It's been from the VC Summit to the PE Summit ending today. It's really been an avenue for discussion, for collaboration, and also actionable steps forward about how we mobilize more capital into the continent.